What's going on, everybody? What's going on? It's your boy Derrick Casey coming to you live from Dallas, Texas, and I hope that you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful weekend. It is Sunday, and we are getting ready to start a brand new week, but I wanted to come on here and share a video with you guys. Something very informative, not trying to sell on anything or whatever the case, but really want to kind of break down some of the different scenarios that I've come across on a more personal level, but from people that I've been able to speak with over the last couple of years and some of the situations that they've been in. And I want to kind of bring them to light to more or less help you guys make a more informed decision when it comes to your financial situation. Just knowing that the options are out there for you. So whatever direction that you decide to go in, that's your prerogative. But I want to be able to kind of paint the picture for you in hopes that you sit back and you kind of analyze and find out what you want to do. What's the best fit for you and your family to come out of the financial situation? Because be honest, guys, my ultimate goal is to see you win. You know, whether you join our program and lock in with us, and I'm gonna give you guys a brief overview of that, or whether you go somewhere else. But it's time to start waking people up to really looking into their financial situation and the things that have been missing over the years. One of the biggest things is, guys, we've been on the wrong side of the money game for a very long time. We've been living by phrases like the rich keep getting richer and the poor keep getting poorer, which is a true statement, but it's because of the lack of financial literacy that we received over the years. You know, you look at it, you think about when we were coming up, you know, if your parents were not wealthy, they were not able to teach you what the wealthy have been able to teach their kids. When you go into schools, they're not teaching those things in the schools to our children. So they're really gearing them up to work for somebody that's wealthy, that's benefiting from the money game and things like that. So we got to kind of make a shift. We got to make a shift. And I want to be able to put this out there so that way you can start thinking about these things as well, because if you are not planning for your financial future, the wealthy are definitely leveraging you to build their own and make sure their kids and their children's children are going to be good for many, many years to come. So it's time for us to take a stand 10 toes down and get to it. All right. So what I want to talk to you guys about is credit repair versus getting a financial makeover. OK, credit repair versus getting a financial makeover, okay? Because I think the misconception that comes with the financial situation is that your credit is the answer to everything. And yes, credit is a big part of our lives. You know, whether you get into your home, whether you're getting into the cars that you want to drive, the type of lifestyle that you want to live, even some places of employment are leveraging credit scores now to deem you qualified enough to even work for them. So credit is a big piece, but there are other pieces of your financial situation that are hurting you and maybe you don't even know it, right? So for instance, if you are a W-2 employee, guys, you are the highest taxed, okay? You're the highest taxed, given anywhere of 37% of your income to the government. So that means off top, you're giving 37%. However, that doesn't account for the dollars that you get taxed on everywhere else. When you go to the store, you're getting taxed. You know, when you go out to eat, you're getting taxed. When you pay gas, you're getting taxed. I mean, there's all these different taxes that are creeping in, okay? So taxes is your biggest expense. And the thing is that with the way that things are going in our economy, and we're coming slowly but surely coming out of a pandemic, we have to start worrying about inflation, because you got to understand that the business owners control inflation. So a lot of businesses right now have lost revenue due to the pandemic, and now they have to try to make a comeback somehow. And the way for them to make a comeback is by raising the cost of goods and services, right? So you're going to start seeing prices going up. You're going to start seeing when you go to the gas pump. I mean, you're probably already seeing gas prices have slowly started to increase. When you go to stores, certain things that you spend your money on, the prices are starting to creep up. We call inflation the silent income killer, because you just never know when it's coming until you go and you're ready to spend your money. And then all of a sudden it's like, damn, you know. But here's the problem with that. If inflation is going up and if taxes are going up, but your income is staying the same, guys, the value of the dollar is drastically decreasing day by day. And if you're not doing anything to start generating an additional income or making investments so that way your money can work for you, right, then you're going to be drowning. And that's what I really want to bring to you guys today in this video, right? So when we're talking about credit repair, guys, credit is a big piece, but there's other obstacles that you have to overcome if you want to play to win in the money game like the wealthy have been doing for years. So for me, I started with this journey 2 years ago. But for years, I had been dealing with living paycheck to paycheck and overpaying in taxes, dealing with bad credit, buried under debt. All of these different things were happening in my life. Now, when I was a young man, before I had kids and everything, it was just kind of one of those things. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no kids. I'm chilling. But it wasn't until I became a father and I got married that my decisions that I made back in the days, not paying bills, let my credit score tank, all of those things started to creep back into my life. And what I started seeing was like, it was hard for us to be able to do anything. When we wanted to get into houses or apartments, y'all know what it is. You got to fill out applications, right? You got to pay application fees. And you got to give them that information, right? That good old social security number. And when you put that information on them papers, they got to go run your credit. And when they run your credit, guys, you already know that your credit is bad. So, there's a good chance that you're going to get denied, that you're not going to qualify for that home or that apartment. And there was many times that I was just spending money knowing that I was going to get denied, just hoping and wishing that somebody would just give us a chance and let us get into a home. These are things that started to occur. And I can definitely tell you, as this kept going, getting denied every place. And I had an incident where I needed a vehicle. One of my vehicles had got repoed and I needed a vehicle. I had just started a new job and I went to the worst place that you can go, which is a buy here, pay here, because that's all my credit score deemed me qualified for, right? So I went to a buy here, pay here. They got me into a vehicle. Here's the thing that I learned, guys. When your financial situation is in shambles, and then you're overpaying in taxes, your credit bad, you're buried under debt, you're living on the edge of your finances. The government, the banks, and big businesses, guys, they can take advantage of you. Because when your back is against the wall, you have no foundation, no ground to stand on to negotiate and fight for anything, because your credit scores and your financial situation just doesn't match up, right? So you start making irrational decisions in those moments. At that time, guys, I needed a vehicle. It wasn't the greatest vehicle, but hey, it was 4 wheels that was going to get me to and from work. But here's what happened. This is how I got taken advantage of. They fixed the vehicle up good enough for me to drive off the lot. About 6 months into driving this vehicle, we started noticing some shaking and some thumping and, some things like that. And we got the tires fixed. We did the maintenance on it. It'll be okay for a little bit. And then we started getting the same thing. It wasn't until about a year later, we knew we needed a bigger vehicle because my kids are growing. We have to pick people up. We just didn't have the space. So we needed a vehicle with a 3rd row seat. So when I called the dealer that buy here, pay here to ask them about getting into another vehicle, guess what ended up happening? They told me, they can't take the vehicle back. I could probably trade it in or whatever the case at another place. So I did that. I went to another place and I wanted to trade the vehicle in. They pulled the Carfax. And when they pulled the Carfax, guys, that car that I was sold at the buy here, pay here was sold to me with structural damage. And it was never disclosed at the close of sale. So think about that. I'm driving in a vehicle with my family, my wife and my kids, with structural damage that at any given moment, driving down the road at 70, 75 miles an hour, that car could have broke down with my family in it. But that was the car that I qualified for because my credit score was not in position to get me into something better, something newer, less mileage, things like that. So I want you guys to understand that this is it. Now, I kind of gave you guys a little backstory there. So let's get back to credit repair versus financial makeover. When it comes to credit repair, a lot of times people want a quick fix. People want a quick fix because they want to get into a house. They're looking to buy a car. They're looking to do different things. I'm not here to tell you that credit repair does not work. But in my experience, I spent a lot more money when I was seeking credit repair, and I didn't get the results that I wanted. over the last couple of years, I've been speaking to a lot of my clients that went through the same type of scenarios where they spent a lot of money. They were overpromised, right? Oh, we're going to do this in this certain amount of time. And when that time came, they did not see the results that they wanted. And as you know, when you get into credit repair, guys, credit repair can be quite expensive. I mean, I had people that were spending $500, $700. Some people were spending $1,000 or more just to get their credit fixed and still not seeing the results. And they couldn't get that money back. So that was just money that a lot of people probably didn't have to just throw away. They went into credit repair, and that's what ended up happening for them. Now, that's on that side of things. But here's what I don't like about credit repair is that you can go in and sometimes credit repair will work, get your scores to where you need to. But what they don't do is educate you on how to leverage your credit to be able to truly make wealth real in your life, how to leverage that credit to be able to do more things and open up more doors. So they fix your credit. They celebrate with you, say congratulations, you go out, and now you can start financing things that probably you can't afford, right? So you're going to look at that newer car that you wanted to get into. Maybe you went and got a home or whatever you wanted to do or however you wanted to leverage your credit. You wanted to go and do those things, and then what happens? Life happens. Things begin to change. Financially, now you have to make decisions that's probably going to impact your credit. That means you probably got to let the car go, or you got to start downsizing or doing those things. And what ends up happening is when those things start to fall apart, your credit scores start to go down, right? Because you didn't have a full understanding on how to truly leverage your credit. And when your credit scores go down, guess where you're at? You're back at the credit repair companies knocking at the door saying, let me in, I need help, okay? So when it comes to credit repair, guys, I know a lot of people want a quick fix, but you got to be able to understand the credit game and how it works and how you can leverage it for the long term, not just for immediate things that you want to get into, all right? So I'm just trying to educate you guys on that. Now, I get a lot of people that say, well, why would I spend money on credit repair or financial makeover or whatever when I can do this myself? And absolutely, you can do it yourself. It's a lot of great information, a lot of YouTube videos, programs that are inexpensive. I mean, there's a lot of things out there that you can go and get yourself and sit down and fix your stuff. I got friends that have sat down and done it themselves and took the time, right? But here's the problem is that the majority of the people that want to do it for free or do it themselves, they get started. They have no problem with getting started, right? Getting the information, but it's the consistency piece that's missing. It's the consistency, because now you get started, you're all gung-ho about getting it fixed. But then when something seems too tedious, you got to get too much paperwork or too much information or whatever the case, that's when people start to drag their feet. They start dragging their feet. And I'm telling you guys this from experience. It's like, okay, well, I'll get to that next week or I'll get to that tomorrow, right? You start pushing those things off. And then all of a sudden it becomes a distant memory. What they call that, guys, is the law of diminishing intent, right? You have the intention of doing it. You have the intentions of fixing your financial situation to put you in a better position. But when things get too tedious, that intention starts to decrease because you start pushing it off, and then all of a sudden you don't do it, right? So that is one of the things that I try to educate people. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you can do it yourself, but why do it yourself if you can spend a little bit more money and have experts do it for you, right? Have experts do it for you. I mean, we spend money on experts anyways. If your car breaks down, you could probably fix your car yourself. Probably take you some time, but you could do it. But why do you take it to a mechanic? They're experts. They can find the problem. They can fix it more efficiently and in a timely manner than you can. If you get in legal trouble, right, you could probably go and represent yourself in court. But why do we spend money on attorneys? Because they are the experts in their fields. They understand the laws, the loopholes, and different things. So you want to have an expert sitting with you in that courtroom, right? You don't want to take on that by yourself. When you get sick, we spend money on doctors, right? Why do we do that? They're the experts in their field. They know what to prescribe, how to find the problems. They can run x-rays. They can, run scans and do all of these different things. So this is one of the things where I tell people don't shy away from using experts, because we use experts for everything else, but we don't want to use experts for our financial situation, right? And I used to be that way. I didn't want to spend the money and do those things. But man, when I just think about how much money I lost along the way trying to find shortcuts or trying to do it myself or trying to find the easiest route and not spend money and all of these things, I just think about how much money I lost over the years with the things that we went through, okay? So when it comes to a financial makeover, and this is something that I've been sharing with people for a very long time. Like I said, you can do it yourself, because I know people that have done it, great information out there. Credit repair, it works for some people. It can get you in position, some immediate results to help you get into a home or a car or different things like that, right? But like I say, you got to be wary, because if you're not educated, you can make the wrong decisions that's going to make your credit score tank and then have you back at the credit repair companies. But with this financial makeover that I'm speaking of, guys, I've been part of this program for over the last couple of years. When I tell you this program has been amazing, because I was one of those people that just spent years wasting a lot of time doing a lot of nothing, and my financial situation was continuously holding me back, right? And I got into this program, and the reason why I got into it, because it just made sense. When they get with financial makeover, you know what I think about is like Jenny Jones, right? Y'all remember Jenny Jones back in the days? She was like the makeover queen. So you see like a daughter taking their mom, hair all crazy. She don't want to do nothing with herself. She don't feel pretty. Take her to Jenny Jones. Jenny Jones, get her all made up, right? Makeup, hair done, everything like that. She come out looking like a new person. This is what this program has done for so many people, including myself. So, I mean, as I told you guys before, you know, if you work a job, you're overpaying in taxes. Upwards of 37% of your income is taken by the government. That's not accounting for all the things that you get taxed on after that, okay? Your credit scores. Your credit scores are going to get you denied more or having you pay higher interest rates and insurance premiums, okay? So that's all part of the mix. A lot of people right now are buried under debt. So now you spend a lot of money on credit card debt, student loans, like all of these different things that your money is going to, right? And then people are still overpaying in bills and don't have two nickels to rub together for their retirement. So these are all pieces that work together to keep you and hold you in that financial prison that you've been in for so long. So when I got in this program and I saw that they had the program covered all of these areas, and they had a team of licensed experts that do all the work, from CPAs to certified financial planners to enrolled agents with the IRS that's going to help you with your taxes. That made a lot of sense to me, because when you go out here trying to seek these type of things for yourself, guys, you're going to go out here looking for these people separately. And when I looked at the average cost, guys, you're looking at anywhere between $100 to $150 an hour just for a consultation with a CPA or a certified financial planner, just to talk about game planning your financial situation. And I know for a fact that a lot of people just don't have $100 to $150 an hour to sit down and speak to someone. But when I seen this program and I seen that they had all of that included in this program, and you have unlimited consultations with licensed experts with 25 years of experience or above to talk about anything financial, I was like, man, that's powerful right there. And then on top of that, when you get involved, they do all the work. So if you can upload and input information, guys, that's all you need to do. So like, for instance, you want to lower your taxes, all they ask you for is your last 2 pay stubs, most recent tax return. You get that information, you upload it into your back office. Our enrolled agents get that information. Guess what ends up happening? Boom. They take that information, they review it. Then not only will they adjust your W-4, but they fill it out for you so you can't make any mistakes. They send it back to you. You take it to your job. On your very next paycheck, you see an increase in your paycheck. Crazy, right? Super easy. When it comes to your credit scores, guys, all they asking you to do is upload your credit reports. You upload the credit reports, our experts look at that information, they go to work on your behalf. So while you're working your job and living your daily life, you got experts working on your behalf. Same things for your debt, right? Same thing for your debt. They're going to help you put a game plan together to eliminate your debt in record time, saving you thousands on interest. So all of those things are helping you to get your money back out of the hands of the government, the banks, and big business, put it back in your home so you can leverage it to do more things, right? Leverage to do more things, make more investments, pay off debt faster, maybe, save money so that way you can start making more money for you. Whatever the case, that is your money. But here is the craziest thing that just happened with this program. So we already been helping people get a financial makeover for a while now, right? They just added a real estate division because people want to be able to get into homes. Man, I learned, and I was in Atlanta a couple of weeks ago, over 47 million people in the United States still renting homes. Small percentage of people are okay with renting. They're okay. They kind of have their strategy on why they want to rent. But there's a big percentage of that 47 million that want to get in homes, but they're just not in position. So finally, there is an all-in-one program that's going to help give you the financial makeover that you need, to put you in position to be able to work with our experts that's going to help you get into your dream home. I mean, it gets no better than that. No more having to go in different places. No more having to get your credit fixed here and do these things and then go find a realtor and do all of those things. We have it all in one program, okay? And my question is, to a lot of people is, why spend more money, right, to fix one issue in your financial situation, right? Spend more money for less value when you can spend less money for more value. Let me say that one more time. Why would you spend more money for less value when you can spend less money and get way more value, right? And when you guys see the price of our membership, it's phenomenal, with your spouse included on the same membership. So you don't got to get two memberships or anything on the same membership. But what I even love more about that, guys, is that there's a business side to it. Now, a lot of people, they get a little shaky when it comes to business or whatever the case. But guys, this is like a referral program on steroids. Because all you have to do is find other people who want to have a financial makeover like yourself, be in position to be able to do more, right? Purchase that home, purchase that car, whatever it is, and you get a chance to make more money. See, this program was designed to empower people, to help them go out and empower others. Bring them this way. Let us help them, and you get paid. The experts do all the hard work, so you don't got to be licensed. You don't got to know how to do any of that work. All you got to do is know how to open your mouth, share this with other people, invite them to see the information, let people like myself and other leaders break it down for them, get them on board, and you get paid. It just gets no easier than that, right? It gets no easier than that. Now, like I said, this video is not really to sell you on there. I would love for y'all to join me. But what I wanted to do was open your eyes to the few avenues that you have to looking into your financial situation and finding what works for you. So if you're a person that has the patience to sit down and do it yourself, hey, more power to you. I got a lot of people that sit down and they focus on things themselves and they get it done, right? If you're a person that just want to focus on credit, that's perfectly fine. You find your credit repair company that can help you get those credit scores up. More power to you. Maybe you want to get information and do it for yourself. You can absolutely do that, okay? So I'm not shying people away from that. But what I wanted to do was kind of just show the difference between them all and help you see, what's going to save you more time, more headaches, right? What's going to give you more value and what's going to get you results. Not just on one thing, but all over, right? That's what I want to break down to you. A lot of times people come to me and they say, oh, I want to get my credit fixed, because that's what people are fixated on nowadays. I just want to get my credit fixed. I got to get my credit. But meanwhile, they still got debt. So their debt to income ratio messed up. You know what I'm saying? They're still overpaying in taxes. They got a lot of other things that are going on that they're ignoring. They're kind of sweeping that under the rug to focus on one area. Let us come in. Let us have our experts, our licensed experts, give you the financial makeover that's going to put you in position to be able to truly make wealth real in your life. So for anybody that come on here that have any questions or whatever the case, just send me a message. We'll schedule a time and I'll get on a call with you. I don't like typing to people and doing all that stuff. I like talking to people on the phone. There's more value. We can connect that way. I'll be able to answer your questions more efficiently to make sure. And I'm one of those people, if you ask me a question I don't got to answer, I'm connected. I'll make sure I get the right answer so that way I can give you the answer that you need to the questions that you may have, okay? But, man, I'm telling you guys, don't sleep on it. Just come see it for yourself. Look at all the different avenues that I talked about. Take a look at what it's going to cost you to do credit repair. Take a look at what it's going to cost you, or what's going to happen when you have to try to do it yourself. Check those areas out and then come over and check out this program, our financial makeover program, and sit back and analyze all them areas and find out what's the best fit for you. If you see that this is a better fit for you, your spouse, and your family, then guys, hit me up. I'll be excited to talk with you guys, talk next steps, and get you guys on and plugged in. But if you go in the other direction, hey, listen, good luck to you. I definitely want to see people win no matter what direction that you go in. All right. So with that being said, thank you so much for taking the time to come on here and just kick it with me for a little bit and listen in on this information. If you got other people that may be interested in having a financial makeover, tag them in this video, share this video, and get them on here, because somebody in your life needs a financial breakthrough right now. Somebody, even if it's not you. So just because it's not for you, don't be selfish. Go out there and share it with somebody else. Let somebody else benefit from it, all right? So with that being said, guys, thank you so much. God bless, and we're going to talk to you soon. Peace.